TRPE. The realest podcast ever, realest podcast ever. Two brothers bringing thinking on a second level. Music, sports, fashion, politics, and the streets. The best 2 hours out of every week. YDN, dinosaurs, and YBODs. Real talk every time, this is what you need. We just out here popping shit. It's your boy C. Diddy and Matt makes me sick. TRPE, TRPE, go. TRPE, TRPE, go. They know. The realest podcast ever. The realest podcast ever.
Yeah, we back once again. Realest podcast ever, episode 56. I'm the sick as a fucking dog, C. Diddy.
I'm Matt makes me sick.
I'm literally sitting here in front of a box of fucking industrial size Kleenex. Matt's like, really? This is what we doing?
I mean, you said you were sick.
I'm fucked around, dog. I'm incapacitated. You know, the average man, like we think we're gonna die when we get a common cold, but it's a little bit worse than that. But hopefully by tomorrow I'll be all right.
Yeah. Shit, trust me, I know how that be. You know, I was dealing with the allergy shit.
Oh man, no, but the fucked up part of it is, right, I've been fighting this shit since like Thursday, and then, you know, it's Ramadan, the Holy Mother Ramadan, so shout out to all my Muslims out there in the world and in Philadelphia.
How's that going?
My first 2 days I was good, 16-hour fast, a breeze, like it ain't no big deal. Like this like my 6th Ramadan, so you know I'm used to the fasting part of it. Last year we was doing like 17 hours a couple days or whatever like that. So, you know, apparently we live in Gotham again, so it's still not summertime yet, and it's May something. So, you know, the fast got a little bit shortened because of the daylight hours and all of that. So the fasting part is regular, you know, prayers. You know, you get you an app or whatever, you get your times. You know,
let me ask you this, because I don't. Ramadan isn't a set schedule.
Well, it goes up 3 weeks every year.
So that's what I wanted to ask. Would it eventually be like? Would Ramadan like not be in the spring? Like, would it be in the fall or winter?
Yeah, like when I was when me and my boy Kabir, who's like one of the first Muslims ever, when we were in high school,
the original Muslim man.
He's like one of the original Muslims. So it's like when we were in high school, like I remember it being in like over the 4 years of high school, like January, December, November, October.
Oh, okay.
Like, so, you know, I was more in touch with the religion then because majority of my friends were Muslim guys and girls. So, you know, I had learned a lot about the religion. But then, you know, you go to college and shit like that, and it's just like I went to a public white institution for college, so ain't nobody Muslim over this joint. So I was out of touch with it. So then, you know, once I finally, you know, reconnected with the religion and all that, and then took my shahada and everything, then it's like, oh damn, yeah, you got the summer months, bruh. Like you got the horrible.
Yeah, see, that's I was looking at the calendar the other day. Like, well, not the calendar. I guess it's the calendar.
Islamic calendar.
I guess somebody posted it on Instagram, and it was saying
they post everything on Instagram and they're not supposed to.
Yeah, I guess. I was looking and it said that it's a 3-week joint, but it moves, and I'm like, so I guess because I've never really paid attention to it, like up until the last couple of years, it seems like every year it's like when it's hot, like it's the summer or the spring, and that's why I'm like, do it ever go to the winter months?
Yeah, so, it does. And
a winter Ramadan seems like it would be like
cake because
it's only dark for like. There's only daylight for like 7-8 hours.
Exactly.
Like when it's 11 hours, like that seems like brutal. Yeah, I can imagine.
It can be brutal. But yeah, so you know, the first 2 days, Thursday and Friday was cool. Even though I was feeling a little something, I just powered through it, whatever. And then Saturday, I just was like dead. And I'm just like, yo, I gotta take these meds, I gotta drink water, I gotta stay hydrated. Like I can't fast. So the last 2 days I wasn't fasting, so I overloaded myself with, I made a mistake today, overloaded myself with drugs, vitamin C and antibiotics, and now I'm just feeling like the weird effects of the combination of that shit going through all of my cells, where it's like, oh, I'm trying to fix you, and then the other thing is like, oh, I'm trying to get out of you, and then I'm just fucked around. So hopefully when I wake up tomorrow to eat and, you know, pray and all that, I'm cured of this demon virus that is inside of me.
Yeah, man, I hope it go good for you. Hope it go good for all of y'all out there.
Absolutely. I want to wish all my Muslims a safe and successful Ramadan. You know, stay focused. Make sure y'all getting up for Fajr in the morning, for Suhoor. That early morning meal is crucial because you wake up at 10 o'clock and you missed it, and you like, dang, like you still got 12 hours to go.
One of y'all got to come get Lil phone during the daytime because
Lil has been a Drake night, like
a little bit on a rampage the last couple of days. Yeah. But yeah, definitely hope all y'all, have a successful Ramadan. I haven't been fasting. I need to be. But yeah, I went to Fogo de Chao the other night, and that's still the best restaurant in the city, man.
You ever been to the one in King of Prussia?
I didn't know.
It's awful. Don't go there.
It's one. I didn't know it was one in King of Prussia.
Yeah, it's a new plaza up in King of Prussia. Like, where that Walmart is?
Okay.
Like directly around the corner from the Walmart where it used to be nothing. Now
it's crazy, but like King of Prussia is like a weird ass place because it's whatever store is in the mall, there's one outside of the mall. Have you ever noticed that? Like, it's 2 Shake Shacks, 2 Chick-fil-A. Like, this shit is crazy. But did you? They're opening the new Del Frisco's. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
On Broad Street, the Del Frisco's Grill. Right next to the
the takeout.
No, it's like it's the Del Frisco's Grill. It's like
holy shit,
a new restaurant. It's right next to the Cambria, the new hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, I wonder how long it's gonna take for the niggas to ruin.
I mean, like, so it's 2 Del Frisco's. We got twice as many chances to be ignorant and in the way.
Like, I wonder how long it's gonna take.
I gotta plan this out. I need to see a calendar. Like,
I need to get an all inclusive.
Do they have season passes?
That all inclusive shit. Fuck
so
me
that,
up,
so that I could be in the motherfucking way.
Real talk. But other than that, the week was cool. Like I said, I bought the new iPhone. I really like it.
Do you love it? Do you like it? Really like it, or do you love it? Because I love my.
I think Apple finally got it right with the X.
It only took 11 phones.
Only took 11 phones, but really, what it is for me is that the Plus was just it got to the point where it's like it's too big. Like I can't put it in my pocket.
You can't do shit with it.
So it's just
hit a guy upside the head with it.
Yeah, it's just always there because you can't just throw it in your pocket or put it in your like my my scepter shirt. I can't just throw it in the shirt pocket or nothing. It's just too. This phone is like perfect. It slips right in your pocket. Yeah. It's just, and then you don't lose none of the screen with it. That was what sold me on it. The fact that the screen is still as big as on the 6S or the 7S or the 8S, but you don't lose no screen. You just lose phone.
Now here we are, 2 regular, everyday, working class guys who both love this phone. Why are there rumors that Apple is getting rid of this phone to make an X Plus? Like, you got it right. Finally, the size.
I figured they're going to do an X Plus just because it's Apple. Like,
yeah, my thing is don't discontinue this one to do that one. This one didn't sell as what they predicted, as far as I understand. But eventually, that's because
that's because they dropped 3 phones
at the same time. Yeah, it's like, goddamn, we got enough phones, fam. Like, I'm to my max. I got 2 personal phones, an iPad, and a damn company phone.
Yeah, they was trying to give me and my lady an iPad at the gym. We like, yo, we have this. Like, you don't need more than one iPad.
You don't need one iPad.
Real talk. I'm like, I got an iPad. I only look at cars I can't afford on. That's it. That's all I do with it. We have MacBooks. We have all that shit. I'm like, we
got a brand new fucking 2018 MacBook still in the box. I opened it one time.
Yeah, I hate you for that because we'll talk later.
I tried to. Well, we talk about it now. I tried to get. All right, the MacBooks was out. You know what I'm saying? my man Big A called me like, yo, we niggas going on route, man, getting shit. Got a brand new MacBook. I said 2018. Yeah, got a receipt. Yeah. Everything you want, motherfucking warranty card, all that shit. I'm coming to get it right now. I said, yo, I need 5 more of these by the end of the week. The nigga this was on a Tuesday. The nigga was locked up Thursday. Matt's like, yo, I'm going to the store.
I literally was going to the store to buy another MacBook.
I'm going to the store Thursday to buy my girl a MacBook, dog. Make this happen in the next 48 hours. I get dude all these orders and shit. He like, man, that nigga locked up about some whole other shit.
I'm literally at the store like, boy, like, so you want this one? I'm like, hold on, let me call my man. Let me make sure before I actually purchase this bitch.
Like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want it, but I don't know if I want it from you, MacBook salesman.
Crazy.
But yeah, I gotta get like my MS Office and all Photoshop and all that shit put on my I just been still using my old one. I got a 2014 joint too. I just been using that one.
Here's something we got to figure out this Roots Picnic shit. Like,
Talib with the sparing details. He's finally committed to telling me that we're either going to go on at 1 or 2. So there's a nice little time range.
So there's that
1 or 2. And originally he said, yeah, you're probably going to have about 45 minutes to an hour. And then he texted me 2 days ago and said 30 minutes with nothing else attached to it. So I figured it was in reference to the podcast. So me and Matt are going to get up there for 30 minutes, talk some shit, walk around. It's Ramadan, so I'm not going to be grabbing asses.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much going to be it. Like that's all I got for you. Like it's not going to be no fireworks, none of that. Like you going to get us doing what we do for 30 minutes, maybe 33 if they let us redline it.
Yeah, if they don't pull the mics out.
Then I'm going to roam the grounds with my credential, and hopefully it gets me into somewhere where I can meet somebody that I wasn't supposed to meet.
Really, that's really all it is.
That's all I got for y'all.
Motherfuckers like, yo, I need tickets. I'm like, here's the
Ticketmaster.
Here's the thing. I'm paying $30 to get in there.
Funny you ask.
Here's the thing you don't understand. I have to pay to get in there. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I've looked at live podcasts before, and granted, we've never done a live one, but we're not.
Man, you've been the one. Talib's whole speech to me was, well, what information do you need? I said, I need to know like what time we're starting, time of arrival. Do I need a crew? He's like, no, you don't need no crew. Then he calls right back. Well, this thing was here with just, oh yeah, no, you do need a crew. Like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You just told me that I didn't. Like,
I don't even know where to go. Like this,
I don't know shit.
This is how bad it is.
I don't know shit. I'm happy to be invited.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know shit.
We might be here. Like real shit. We don't know anything.
Live, remote via satellite.
Live. We might just go live on our phones.
Live from across the bridge.
Like real shit.
Live from across the bridge, 7 miles from Festival Pier. Matt and Chad, the realest podcast.
My lady mom was asking me the whole rundown. I'm like, I got nothing for you.
I ain't got nothing.
I got nothing.
I ain't got it. So the good news is it's 13 days away.
Yeah.
The bad news is we don't know no more than we knew 78 days ago.
Not a goddamn clue.
But come through. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up.
Pull up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some street vendors, some barbecue, some Miller Lite.
Uzi's gonna be there.
Uzi's definitely gonna be there. Fab's gonna be there. Ladies, guard your grill, and that's pretty much it, man.
Somebody posted a picture of Fab and Emily the other day. Was like, truth be told, I'm happy that they back together. It took me a second to catch it because I'm like, why is everybody laughing? I'm like, oh, truth be told. I'm like, y'all clever as shit.
Oh, man.
Hey, but yeah, Fab's gonna be there. Kiss gonna be there. The Diplomats. What's the guy? Is it Six Slack? Or
I don't know.
How do you pronounce that?
It's supposed to be Black, but he's from Zone 6, so that's why the 6 is there. But Talib calls him Six Lack, and now I can't unhear
That's what I always, the Six Lack. That's what I thought it was. I don't know.
That's a horrible name if that is the right pronunciation.
I mean, it's better than Black with a 6. like what the fuck? Who else is gonna be there?
Let's look at the lineup.
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott's going to be there. Angela Rye.
Jill Scott's not going to be there.
I mean, I think Jill Scott's there every year.
I'm just naming Philadelphians with Nappy Fro.
Jazzy Jeff.
Who else has a Nappy Fro music?
EST, the Act Nicholas one will be there. We're just making this up.
Just really.
We're freestyling. We don't know.
Fucking Jaguar Wright might be there.
Oh, there's going to be one in New York City this year?
Really?
Oh, we probably should play this thing right. All right, scratch everything we just said. We're going to be there with bells on. We're going to be nice and prepared. We're going to come with a nice, classy guest. And we're going to do our 30 minutes with pride, and we'll be answering any questions from the crowd that they may have because I'm trying to get on this New York show.
Do we need a guest?
No, I mean, I'll just get like one of the, like somebody that's like fucking all the hoes or something. Get him to come hang out with us for 30 minutes.
Is Deuce available?
Is Deuce?
Gotta make sure Deuce is free. The hell?
Deuce might be somewhere telling somebody he future cousin clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. Oh, I read it. I thought that said mystical. I'm about to say why.
All right, so the Roots Jam session hosted by Dave Chappelle, the biggest comedian in the world, with special guests, so that's going to be good. Little Uzi Vert is the main hip hop headliner other than the Roots. It's their picnic, and then it's Lil Uzi Vert, so that's dope. The after party will be at Vanity Grand. Shout out to Lil Uzi. Dirty Projectors, The Diplomats, 2 Chainz is there. Forgot about 2 Chainz.
Oh, yeah.
Six Lack, Division. I like them a lot.
Is that what that says? Division?
Yeah, that's Drake's group.
DVSN.
Yeah, Division.
How the hell do you get division from DVSN?
You just take all the vowels out. Division.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, I guess.
All the kids are doing it.
I've been calling them DVSN for the last like 2 months.
R&B legend Brandy will be there. Black Thought and J Period have their live mixtape featuring Fabulous and Jadakiss.
I need some parking attendants if Brandy's gonna be there. The
knee slapper.
Yeah.
Rhapsody, Rich the Kid and Jay Critch, who I'm definitely there to see that.
Now, Rich the Kid, I like. That's the plug walk.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, I like that.
Yo, Rich the Kid did a fucking interview with Rock Rants from TMZ, and he did an interview. It was all ad libs. It was no complete sense.
He's got another song I really like too. The one where he be like, "Your bitch wanna fuck on my AP." Ain't that him?
New Freezer. That's
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Rich the Kid snuck from up under the Migos.
Yeah,
and now
I want to see Rich the Kid.
Yes, definitely want to see Rich the Kid. And then Jay Critch from Brooklyn, that's his artist. Gold Link from the DMV. DJ Kid Capri, hip hop legend. Bad Bad Not Good. I've heard of them and I have no idea who the fuck they are.
They're like a jazz fusion. They do like a bunch of like old school hip hop covers. It's actually it's super dope.
Cool. Grits and Biscuits will be there. I don't know what the fuck they'll be doing. Shout out to them. DJ Drama presents Gangsta Grills with special guests. So I'm guessing Willie the Kid and La the Dark Man will be somewhere in the circumference.
Oh, like he's gonna DJ, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
JoJo Abbott, Sun Ra Orchestra, Tierra Whack, who we've been trying to get on the show, holla at us, and Bree Steves, who everybody from Philly is in love with.
Who's Bree Steves?
She's a like R&B / hip hop artist, kind of do it all, good looking girl.
Okay.
From the city. And then on the podcast stage, I'll read this in backwards order since they put us last. The realest podcast ever. It's The Real. One-on-one with Angela Rye, Questlove Supreme, and then the biggest fucking podcast alive that's other than Joe Rogan, Drink Champs.
Yeah.
So we're in good company.
Yeah.
And because we found out that you have a New York component to this, we're going to be good boys in Total Company line.
Yeah, and they have a Madden and NBA 2K tournament. You niggas that play Madden and NBA 2K all day, you'll have to leave the house to actually come to this. Can't do it online,
but there will be chairs and tents for that.
I'd imagine.
There's a fashion panel, art panel, hustle panel, and the market.
Gotta call Talib to see what kind of chairs they got down there. I'm a big guy. I might have to bring my own chair.
Like, tell the security that Matt Cain is bringing his own.
Yeah, not fucking around with them little nigga chairs. I get down there. But yeah, man, it should be pretty fun. You know, our shit will be over in the blink of an eye.
Oh,
but after that,
they gonna motherfuckers still gonna be bringing their beers in and shit. We gonna be getting off. But nonetheless, I'm a Total Company line.
Motherfuckers calling me, yo, cuz I'm about to be down there. What time y'all go on, nigga? I'm done. I'm at El Camino. Like,
meet me at the Piazza. They showing Star Wars. So
getting a quesadilla and heading home, bro. But yeah, come through, man. That should be fun. We don't know what we're doing. I wanted to get Dan to do a shirt for me, but Dan's like in fucking Guatemala or something like that.
Yeah, Dan was in Miami for Tank Weekend. Came back home.
He's down there again.
He's down there again. Like he's back he's back again, man. So shout out to Dan, man. Dan did my ticket for me for Philly to DC weekend. Holy shit. Okay, I'm looking at this thing now. This is getting serious. Hold on, wait a fucking minute now. Hold on. I'm scrolling down now. I'm on the Roots Picnic website. I'm scrolling down. I'm learning shit because I didn't take my time to educate myself the last 7 months that this has been booked. Apparently, all the VIP Platinum passes are sold out. This is a big fucking deal.
Okay.
And then the VIP Pit passes are also sold out.
Okay.
Only thing left to get are festival passes, which is just like, you know, you can be in Gin Pop with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring your toothbrush shanks and your straight razors.
I can't wait to like get to the joint and they like, who are you? And I'm like, oh, realest podcast ever. And they're like, who? Nigga, who? I'm like,
who sent you?
I'm like, no, the realest podcast ever. Hold on, stay right here. I can't wait for that moment. But oh shit, why am I doing this? But yeah, man, come through. It should be a dope event. You know what I mean? I've never been to one of these.
Me neither. I tried to go last year, and I made the dumbass mistake of thinking that it was like gonna be valet, because I'm a fly nigga. I'm thinking I'm gonna pull up, valet, hop out, and go do my.
That's
Roots
another
picnic
joint. Like,
thing.
where the fuck do you park at?
You don't. That's you Uber. You don't park.
Oh, okay.
It's over. Like, you can't park at all. Now, you know what I just found out the other day? Apparently, fucking the group that owns the Lalas and Z-Bar and that whole strip mall there sold out for $40 fucking million, and all that shit is closing down.
What's closing down?
The Lalas, Z-Bar, the Enterprise right there. They own, the family that owns that shit owns
that little strip.
That whole little
the little bartending school and all that shit.
It's out of there. It's over.
Oh, wow.
9 more months. It's over. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of hoes looking for work.
Yeah.
They're gonna be taking their talents to Penthouse and Oasis and such.
Do you like Delilah's?
I've been in Delilah's probably 3 times.
I've been there. That's why I've been there about 4 or 5 times. And every time I go, I hate it more than the last time.
I have friends that are like addicted to it, that like go during day shift and don't say nothing, but then get caught on day shift because another creep is down there. Like, I seen your man down Delilah's on day shift.
Yeah, I remember me and Ross strolled into the joint. What was the joint on 40th Street?
Wizards.
It wasn't called Wizards.
Oasis. No, what is it now?
Atlantis. Yeah, we strolled into there in the daytime, and I'm like, yo, we real losers for being in here in the day. He's like, nah, maybe motherfuckers in here, and they got a buffet in there. Yo, I walked in, I seen my homie. This nigga had the largest plate of food, and I'm just looking at him like, you trifling for real. You in the strip club at 1 in the afternoon, eating from the buffet. It's like, you borderline
that's like sociopathic almost.
I was about to say, you borderline like pick up a Uzi and climb a clock tower status.
No, but the thing is, do you remember a couple years ago when there was a whole shootout in that joint?
I do remember that, yeah.
Boy shot the security guard and then the police came and shot him. Yeah, it goes down in that joint.
Yeah.
I've never been in there.
Really?
I've not one time.
Yeah, I've been in
my
there.
pop used to frequent that joint back when it was Wizards. That was like in his heyday.
Yeah.
When he was my age, running around tagging everything. He used to be in that joint.
Wizards.
Now he's saved. He a deacon.
What's the bar your grandpa would all them be at?
Richards.
Kurt always talking about Richards.
Kurt loved you met my grandfather, you'll love him too. My grandfather shot the fuck out, man. He said, he said you gonna fuck an ugly bitch, man. You gotta fuck a horrible bitch, man. He said I had a bitch so ugly, she used to suck my dick. I used to go cry and count my money. I don't know why I keep letting this ugly bitch suck on my dick like this. This is ridiculous, but I'm going to the mall tomorrow.
Oh man.
Yeah, fucking Richards.
But enough of the nonsense. We got all that out of the way. We spoke about our weeks.
Yes, we
have. We spoke about the Roots picnic. Any more administrative nonsense? Anything technical?
Oh, the comments is up.
Are they?
We went up about 50, 60 comments.
Oh, okay, cool.
Y'all out there following instructions.
Oh, shit. Y'all listening a little bit.
Hey, man, so shout out to the people. And people sending me their screenshots on my DM like, yo, I just commented. I just want to let you know.
I don't get none of this.
Yeah, I get all the positive feedback. You get all the dumb shit.
Yeah,
so my man Chris hit me the other day. He was
Did you see the tweet? Did you see somebody the other day posted a video like they ran up to take a picture with Beyonce and like she ran up like hype and shit like, oh my God, Beyonce, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she's like hugging her and jumping all over and like, can we take a picture? And Beyonce like, yeah, we can take a picture. And while this is going on, Jay-Z is just standing there like on this show that I'm like, Jay-Z is me when people be like to Chad, I love your podcast. Like, I'm just on the side. Jay was just standing there with his arms folded. I'm like, that's gotta suck, yo. Your wife is Beyonce.
You just Beyonce husband
you
now.
You just Mr. Knowles.
Like, no, you know I sold 40 million records, right? Man, you lying, man. Get the fuck out there, man. You ain't selling no 40 million records.
These bitches wife up these bum ass niggas.
You a cheating ass nigga from Martian Project. You ain't nobody.
That's how this shit come off. That shit is crazy. I was dying off that video.
40 million records. Nigga, take this picture, man.
Ew. Giving Hope the phone.
Take the picture. Yeah, take this picture.
Make sure you get it on the portrait mode.
Yeah, not even asking the security. No, yo, Jehovah, can you take this pic real fast? Jigga Man. Sean Corey, can you take this photo?
I was cracking up off of that joint. What, the comments went up though. That's good stuff.
Comments went up. Keep commenting. That's how we get the chart. You know what I'm saying? The views, the downloads, and all that shit is way up. Compared to where we was in past months, so we just want to keep pushing these comments. Make sure that y'all go search, go to the podcast app, search the realest podcast ever, click on the realest podcast ever, scroll down, write a review, give 5 stars, and then write, yo, Chad and Matt are so handsome. And I mean, we know they getting money, and Matt not fucking no hoes because he in love and he getting married soon. But
that's
y'all
gonna be lit.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
It's gonna be lit.
We love the show. You know what I'm saying? Something to that, something positive.
Now, before we get into the rundown of this week, before we started on air, what were we talking about?
Keep in mind, I don't know nothing what's going on this week in the news. I'm fucked around.
Yeah, Chad was playing games today. What were we talking about? We had a whole conversation before we started.
Oh,
we was gonna talk about it on air.
Soap and cryotherapy.
Okay, yeah, that's what we was talking about. Yeah, you want to elaborate on that? Because
so yesterday I just arbitrarily put a post up, and I was like, "Yo, ladies out there," because niggas barely wash up, so I gotta ask the ladies specifically. So I said, "Hey, ladies,"
I'm telling you, I do the 48. There's some non-bathers out there,
some funky niggas out there. So I said, "Hey, ladies, I'm looking for a good soap." To wash my face with or a cleanser, but I'm not limiting my options or whatever. I was like, I'm looking for something for combination skin. So naturally, the women, being the nurturing people that they all start sending me all these different regimens, and I'm just like, fuck, like I'm overwhelmed now. Now I have too many soaps. Yeah. I have too many fucking cleansers. So somebody that I know very well, Leia, somebody that I feel like I can trust, told me use this grandpa's soap or whatever like that, and I went researched the brand. They sell it at GNC. GNC ain't gonna sell you no bullshit unless it's the head trainer boy selling you some anabolic steroids out of the back or the clear. But that's not what we're here for. We wear the stuff that's in the front of the store with a barcode on it. So I take myself to GNC yesterday in Andorra Plaza. There it is, right on the fucking rack. It's like 6 different ones. And what's dope about this grandpa soap is that it's good for your face, but it's good. You can wash, your whole body with it also, whatever. And there's literally different ones for different stuff. So whatever you're trying to attack skin wise, they can help you. So it's like if you have like problems with like body acne, stuff like that, then you probably would want to use like the tea tree one. If you are trying to like tone if your skin is like a little uneven and you want to tone it, you want to use the witch hazel one. If you're trying to detoxify and get like some of the impurities and stuff out of your skin from probably something bad that you were washing up with, then like the charcoal soap. So it's like a bunch of different ones. And what's really good about it, I've been using it for 2 days now, specifically on my face, and it's like a nice balanced clean to it. I don't really feel like I need a moisturizer to go with it as well. However, I am looking for a good moisturizer, but I got 50 soaps and I had like 178 moisturizers thrown at me. I don't know what the fuck to put on my face, for real.
Yeah. Now you said you were going to do cryotherapy.
Yeah, I'm doing cryotherapy this week. Basically, I
like the soap conversations. Like I use Dove, the white one. I'm the nigga.
That's nice and simple.
Yeah, I'm real simple.
I got weird. I'm 25% white for those of you that don't know. Like
now, I use a beard wash. I do use that.
What brand beard wash do you use?
I use the tea tree joint I got it from South Street. You would put me onto that.
Oh yeah, from like the rugged man store.
Right, yeah, the weird store you would buy nothing out of except for the beard wash. Yeah.
TSA took my John and I've been having beard issues ever since. I was flying with it, and TSA was like, listen, you can either have this back and not get on the plane, or you can throw these away.
You didn't check your bag.
Nah.
Yeah, you got to check anything over like 3.4 ounces.
Yeah, I found out the hard way.
Yeah.
They threw my beard shampoo, my fucking...
Oh, you just didn't let them check your bag? Oh, you was at the gate. I mean, the
actual security jump.
Yeah. Fuck am I talking about? Yeah,
I was fucked around. So yeah, I've been having beard issues ever since. But
my girl got me a nice one too. It's not a wash, but it's like a after wash, like a
balm,
like a conditioner.
Okay,
and then an oil. I use that, and feels pretty cool. But when it comes to just soap, White Dove, I don't really. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm allergic to anything but Dove.
I'm allergic to every fucking thing.
I feel like we would do the soaps from Whole Foods, the expensive soaps and shit. They like dry. I be like dryish, and I'm already an ashy nigga, so it's like I don't want to be like super dry when I get like that's why I like Dove. That moisturizing is it's cool, it's simple, smell cool.
Yeah, see, I got combination skin, so I gotta be like picky with
combination skin.
It's like fucked up, man. It's perils of being Caucasian, Jewish in particular. I'm a Jewish Muslim black man in America. It's bad out here.
Jeez, sounds like a lot.
It's a lot.
But the cryotherapy, what's that about? So
with the cryo, it's good for like, any type of like joint pain or issues, whatever like that. I first saw Floyd Mayweather do it on like the 24/7s and all that, like years in the last like 7-8 years or whatever.
Like pole helps your body repair.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's basically
like Kobe takes ice baths.
Yeah, but 2 minutes in the cryo chamber at negative 230 degrees is like taking like 10 ice baths or some shit like that.
Do you think you can actually do it?
I have no fucking idea. But I got a deal on Groupon and I'm going.
I can dig it.
But I basically did some research.
Anybody know? Ra is like a super workout. Like Ra, we was all working out pretty heavy at one point, but Ra literally has like made it like his life, and that's what he about. And Ra was telling me because I was telling him like I was experiencing like muscle tightness after lifting.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, what you need to do is take cold showers, like ice cold showers, to help your muscles repair after lifting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, a cold shower don't sound that bad. Nigga.
A cold shower is miserable.
Nigga, I'm talking about the water touched my hand. I'm like, oh no.
This ain't gonna work.
I can't do this shit.
Because the thing is, even if you live close to your gym, by the time you get home, you're not at that same steaming hot temperature that you was when you left the gym. The air hits you, you ride with the windows down or cut the AC on or whatever, so you back to like almost a normal
even
temperature.
Kill, yeah.
Then you go to take this cold ass shower. You're like, what?
Nah, bro, that shit is
nigga,
crazy.
Please.
So I know an ice bath or a cryo chamber.
Yeah. So
more power to you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go probably like Wednesday or Thursday.
How much was the Groupon?
$50 for two people.
Okay, where at?
What is this place at? Like 444 North 4th Street or some shit.
Some Society Hill type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then they got one.
It's not like you were about to be on 51st and
no. That's
no.
And they have a location in Conchi also, so that made me feel nice and like
cool.
Welcome. Like, oh, this is a real thing. They have multiple locations. Cool. So with the cryo, the main benefits to it is it basically cleanses your blood. Like it completely detoxifies your blood. It gets all the impurities out because it makes all the good blood cells retreat, and then it kills off all the bad blood cells. So it helps you to, and then once you're done with it, they basically put you on like elliptical or like a sitting bike or whatever the case may be to get your blood back flowing, and then it comes back with your body regenerates all new healthy blood cells or whatever like that, and it's designed to give you more energy and all that, and it just gets rid of all the toxins in your body whatsoever. So somebody like me fucking smokes weed, drinks way too much champagne on occasion, like get all of that shit out of me, start anew, get some more energy, and be able to really fully restart like my lifestyle change as far as like what I put into my body, all of that shit.
We were doing phenomenal at one point, and just I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, in the last few weeks, like last 3 weeks, no red meat. I've dramatically cut out my sugar intake, carbs, all of that shit. And it's like, I know my body, so it's like I feel my body like starting to shift and be a little bit different, but I haven't really lost any weight yet. But with me, like when I make a full commitment and go with it, eventually I wake up one day and I'm down like 22 pounds. And then it's like, all right, now I need to work out and do all of that shit from there. So yeah, I'm doing cryo this week, and then if it works out, I'm gonna probably do it again. I gotta check like the recommended like intervals of how often you can do that shit.
Let me know how it is. I might go check it out. Yeah, I might attempt.
It's worth a shot.
I mean, for $50.
Yeah, fuck it.
I've wasted $50 before.
Listen, I wasted $50 recently on a fucking like a miter saw and some other
what?
like a miter saw. You know, like the fucking saw comes with the multiple blades that you take off and like cut tile and wood and shit like that. I was at a tire shop getting my tire fixed at 5 a.m. in Poppy Land. Puerto Rican dude walks up like, "Yo, Pop, got this saw." It was something else dumb. Oh, it was like like the fucking power washer that you fucking like detail cars with, but it's just the brush part, not the generator. You got to buy your own generator. But I got the. Man, give me $50 for everything, man. I said, give it to me. That shit is sitting in the basement of my apartment complex.
That's funny.
With other dumb shit that other people bought that they can't put in their apartment. Got home like I get home. I'm carrying this big ass miter, so I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You don't need this.
Yeah, when you buy some random shit off of Fiend, you always like look at yourself. You like the little rear view mirror. You be looking at yourself and like, you's a real dickhead, boy.
In a Chrysler 200 with a big ass saw. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't need this.
How much stuff is in that storage space that you just never
it's
touch?
So much stuff. It's not all my stuff though. It's just like a random space like that they didn't turn into an apartment, and everybody just sticks their shit down there that they don't want to put in their apartment.
I can believe it.
And it's like, so it was like another saw like mine. I'm like, damn, he must have went to the same tire place. Like, he got the same saw I got. This shit crazy. Superintendent probably been using that joint, don't even know where it came from.
Yo, one thing I noticed this week, I saw niggas really, really like being niggas this week. Like the ghetto stupid shit was really out in full effect this week. I told you about the shorty I seen. The older lady and the young chick was rumbling her the other day when I was coming out of the Poppy store. Yeah. And I'm just, like, shorty was out there busting windows. They chasing the bitch down the street. Like, why you bust this car window? She like, oh, I ain't know that was your car. And I'm just sitting there dying on the corner. Like, how you bust my window at 5 p.m. and not know what car it is?
You better be sure of who fucking window you busted.
I just saw way too much of that shit this week. We got to get it together. I had a nigga get on the bus the other day. He was swiping a pass, right? And it wouldn't go through. It was a student pass, but it wouldn't be. So I'm like, yo, you can't use that. And he was like, why? And I'm like, well, for starters, you 40. Like, before we get off into like the advanced metrics or the what's the other one?
Let's just talk about the service level
like
stuff.
The secondary stats. Before we get off into that, I'm like, you 40 years old, so you can't use a student pass. So he swiped it again. It didn't beep. So all the student passes this week from all the kids, anybody got kids, they was blue. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, this shit is yellow. I'm like, yo, move your hand. The shit say January 5th to January 11th. I'm like, fam, come on. I'm like, That say January. It's May, Pop. He was like, oh, damn. In a haste to get to work, I grabbed the wrong one. I'm like, where do you work? He was like, you on some nut shit. And got off the bus.
Oh, I got the motherfucking Smarty Art bus driver. I got the one with all the questions.
I was like, where do you work? Because you look like hell.
So you the bus driver that know deductive reasoning.
I don't give a fuck with this. I was just asking a question. Right. I'm like, yo, the shit said January.
Ain't it amazing how quickly people unravel when they completely full of shit?
They're completely full of trash. Yo, like
you on some bullshit. Have a nice day.
They was talking about it the other day. It's like, yo, like watching black people just act like straight baboons sometimes it's depressing. It really is. It's like this. It's discouraging. Like, damn, yo, that's really where we at out here.
So how do y'all have the energy for so much nonsense?
So, like, how do you even wake up and just be like, yeah, I'm about to be on
I'm on nut shit today, baby.
Some complete bullshit today.
I'm on my 50 shit today, nigga. Fuck all y'all.
I'm about to be on straight bullshit today.
Like, it's motherfuckers that be out here, male and female, young and old.
This is a nightmare, man.
That be straight up wreck chasing until they find what they looking for.
Yo.
My thing is this, right? You out here being a motherfucking gladiator, a Viking, motherfucking world breaker, Hawk, whoever the fuck you think you are, and then you run into somebody who's with all the same shenanigans you with, then I gotta see 10,000 rest in peace posts on my Instagram because you is a nut ass nigga. I'm tired of it, man. Sit your ass down somewhere, man.
I don't understand why it's so, like, people come on Instagram and they tell us all about how nice their houses are and how many rooms and mansions and shit they got. Why are y'all never in the house? Like, why are y'all outside causing destruction?
Listen, man, in the last year, about 11 people I know died on some strange shit or got murdered in cold blood. I be in the crib.
Oh.
Like, and once upon a time, I used to be like, as a younger guy, like kind of naive about shit. Like, damn, like, you see all these murders. Like, where did this shit be taking place at? Because, like, I be out and I don't be feeling it. Man, that shit getting too close to home. I be in the house, man. Fuck that. No, thank you. Because some of these joints is starting to seem random.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
We don't need to get off into that. Let's get a couple of these topics, man. The news this week. What we had big this week?
I mean, the biggest thing of them all was the royal wedding.
Yeah, pretty much. How do you feel about the whole thing?
Well, it's amazing that fucking Queen Elizabeth is still alive. Good
I
God.
thought she was dead.
I thought she kicked the bucket at least 14, 16 years ago.
I know bullshit. I thought she died like when Naked Gun came out.
Yo,
Remember they made fun of her in Naked Gun? I thought she was dead around
She's
that.
still hanging tough.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Queen. You know what I'm saying? What else? David Beckham was impeccably dressed. Shout out to him.
I ain't pause. David Beckham was sharp than a motherfucker. They look good. Like that suit was phenomenal.
That's a good looking family, that Beckham family.
Yeah.
So he was dressed impeccably. All the women, black, white, and other were fawning over him on the Twitter and the Instagram.
Yeah, the
internets. What else?
They hated Idris Elba and his lady for the Gucci thing.
I didn't even see it.
I don't know why they were mad. Like, they was going in on her. Everyone, all the poor black women were going off, and I was just like, they like, oh, you don't wear Gucci to no royal wedding, and I'm like, well, how many royal weddings have y'all?
How many weddings have you hoes been to?
Like,
if you, I guarantee you, if I gave them a piece of paper and I did the T exercise, and I was like, yo, draw a line across and a line down, put baby shower right here, put wedding right here, you could name 76 baby showers you've been to. You might have been to 3 weddings.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't really
Keisha.
find that Google Idris Elba and his chick. I'm pretty sure that what comes the fuck up. Me personally, I didn't find what she was wearing to be that bad. They was like, you don't wear, because it was the Gucci colors, like the black, green, and red or whatever.
Yeah.
They like, oh, you don't wear that. That's tacky to wear that to the royal wedding and this, that, and the thing.
It's just like, I'm about to be James Bond, man. Fuck out.
Yeah, it's like I didn't find that much of a problem with it or whatever. I'm
surprised that he was with a black woman. That's the first thing that I'm surprised about.
Yeah, but them
tall dark niggas usually got a Nubian white queen somewhere.
He's from over there though. Like,
yeah.
Oprah was there. Oprah looked real good.
Serena was there too.
Yeah, Serena was there with her Nubian white king.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right?
He's like co-creator of Reddit, so
yeah,
like
he's like
way loaded.
It's like he rich, but as far as what they report, he fly under the radar rich. But as big as Reddit is, I know better. And I know like how they be establishing these companies with like blind trusts and this protected and you can't touch this money till this. Cause they say his net worth is like $7 million. And I'm like, yo, if I had $7 million, I couldn't fuck Serena Williams. Let alone get her pregnant and marry her if I had $7 million. And I think I'm a bad motherfucker when it comes to women. I couldn't do it with only $7 million.
Well, Serena ain't necessarily checking for.
She dated Drake. Me was
Nah, she didn't really date Drake.
She was smashing.
Yeah.
So
Serena was at one point. Serena was mad ghetto. Remember, she was on.
Well, she's from Compton.
She was on the game. Like you don't get on the game and you ain't ghetto as shit. It's just no way around it.
I don't know, man. It just seemed like 7 M's is not enough to marry a chick that's worth 90.
I know one thing. Looking at the royal wedding, like I remember Royal Diana, because my mom used to have that on tape. The when Diana married, who did she marry? Charles.
Yeah,
Prince Charles.
Mm-hmm.
The royal wedding this time looked way more regular than what that looked.
Yeah, like Idris looked like a bouncer.
Yeah. Idris had on like a regular Burlington Coat Factory suit.
Yeah, that suit is bullshit. Holy shit. God damn, he got on the corny version of the suit LeBron had on a couple of days ago. Remember when they was all dressed alike, had the same 3-piece suit on or whatever? The gray John.
Yeah.
He got the corny version of that shit. Like,
yeah, LeBron had on like a Mr. Planner suit the other night when they lost and he was explaining what happened and shit. I thought the nigga had a monocle in his eye. I was like, what the fuck does he have that?
Yeah, I actually like what Idris' girl got on better than what he got on. I'm fine with her outfit.
The women was going in on her.
Yeah, Idris looks fucking terrible. Holy shit.
It wasn't like super tailored. I don't know if he just got it like on some fuck it last minute type shit.
Yeah, he's normally pretty impeccably dressed when it comes to like suits and shit. He's like a fucking doorman at Vice Social Club. See Oprah. All right, Oprah. Okay.
Oprah look real good, yo.
Yeah.
Oprah look better every year.
George Clooney with his YB, sharp as ever.
Yeah, he was there.
They look like they was going to the Kentucky Derby though.
Definitely was there with his YB
with these colors. Yeah, I'm not mad at what the girl had on. I hate what Idris had on though. Holy crap! And there's the Beckham family, well dressed to the nines as usual.
I don't know. What are your takeaways from the wedding? Like, do you have any?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't really, like.
I don't care about what goes on in like. It's like maybe I'm ignorant, but like, do they have any actual power left? Like, can they do anything or enact anything as a family, like the royal family? Are they just figureheads? Like, yo, we like, you know, because like the Prince of Saudi could like get us murdered,
Yeah.
on a phone call. Or like a text message, or like a dove, or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna pinch it out.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, it's over.
Yeah, you're done.
So it's like, as far as the royal family or like the UK is like, yo, can y'all like, I don't know, what can you do?
I think they just get like first dibs on all like the, I guess, chicken and fish to come into the country. I don't know. Like they don't really seem.
No. These chickens.
Yeah, like they don't seem like powerful. You know, like hurt people type joint. Like, figure out everyone's old. Like Queen is 107. Did you see Philip? He looked crazy. That was when I posted like, why aren't the niggas working? Like, oh, they in the family. Like Philip looked dead when they brought him out there. You know, Prince Charles still looked pretty normal, but I think Prince William is like the sixth successor to the throne.
Okay,
and him being the Duke and her being the Duchess now of, what are they? Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They're sixth removed from the
actual
throne. So the Queen would have to check, and then like 5 other people would have to check before they could be like the leaders of shit.
Yeah, if this was Game of Thrones, them people would have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I was like then, like. Cause like I know the Queen ain't about to rumble.
Yeah,
so I'm like, how nobody
the guy got a kill around here?
Like how nobody ever just overthrow that? That's what I was thinking the other day.
That's how I think it's kind of like a BS position.
Cause I know the Queen ain't getting her hands dirty.
Yeah, no,
she didn't really know what's going on.
Yeah, like, but I would have like, sorry, Grams, but you know, you gotta go. Like, I'm trying to sit on the throne. You know what I'm saying? You just out here living till you 194 years old. Like,
yeah. But she looked nice though. The Meghan Markle, she looked nice.
Yeah, she looked good. Her mother is beautiful.
Yeah, her mother's super black woman.
All the way a black woman.
All the way a black woman.
All the way a black woman.
I don't know. Like I was more so like wanting to see the think pieces from the people on the wedding, because I know people get super wrapped up in this shit, and people was up at 5 o'clock in the morning not cooking their children breakfast. They was worried about this shit.
Eat these motherfucking Cheerios.
Yeah, and arguing and shit on Twitter and Instagram. But the think pieces that you niggas kept me entertained, because y'all was going left all motherfucking day. Motherfuckers was going in about her not being black, her being too black, not black enough, them not messing with black people, the black choir, the black preacher, and I'm just like, I'm raced out. You know, I like, are you? Like, can we do that real quick?
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point in like just this time period that we lived where it's like I'm getting raced out. Where like every single thing that happened don't need to be about race.
Yes.
Like it don't need to be the first thing.
But here's the thing, for a couple years it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like when the royal wedding happened with Princess Di, motherfuckers wasn't like, oh, it's black African kings, we don't show why ain't they the royal wedding? Because it wasn't like the time period where like Black Panther got everybody charged up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just mad weird that motherfuckers sit around and be this angry on the internet.
Yeah.
Me personally, shorty half black, half white. She has a black mother, a white
Clearly
father.
black mother. Beautiful black mother.
I know several mixed people. you're mixed. It's a lot of people I know that are mixed. Like, this is my thing. People hate interracial relationships. They hate them.
But not really, though.
My thing is, if we didn't have interracial relationships, you niggas wouldn't have Obama.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have Drake.
Yes. You wouldn't have so much shit that you love so much.
It's like it
would cease to exist. Like, and the original whole point of establishing America was to create a united nation of diverse people that would meet and date and create families. And
because I was like looking at the little think pieces before the shit started, like, oh, she don't identify as black and she turned her back on the black culture and this and the third. Then I see the wedding and it's like, that's a nigga preacher,
right,
from Chicago. Then it's a black choir singing "Stand By Me" in the Royal Palace.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't see it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, it's just weird watching the way people were acting with the whole situation. It's like they was mad at. I saw somebody like, oh wow, she has a single black mother, and the mother sitting on this side. Why wasn't the mother allowed to sit over there with his mother and this and that? I'm like, well, his mother's passed away. His mother's Princess Diana,
right? So
his mother's dead. Like, that's how like ignorant niggas like
jumping out the window.
Queen Elizabeth, not his mother. Right. That's like his fucking great grandmother. She's like 200 years old. But I'm like, Princess Di is dead. His dad, Princess Charles, came down and met her halfway and walked her down the aisle because her dad couldn't do it. His dad had like a heart condition or whatever. And I'm like, that right there is like Princess Charles like coming down to walk her the rest of the way. It's like they're accepting of like I didn't understand the issue that motherfuckers was having.
Well, I mean, you do know that people who have 280 characters will complain about anything.
Yeah, true.
Like motherfuckers is like, yo, we argue about anything, man, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like, and it's just like, at some point, people just got to choose to live in the moment and live their existence and not bog themselves down with the issues or non-issues of others. I see shit on Twitter all the time of just people just going left field with what they think a certain situation meant versus what the two people involved in it are telling us that it meant. Mm-hmm. There was a post the other day, and y'all weird for this. There was a post the other day where this chick graduated from law school and her fiance proposed to her in front of her family after the graduation was over.
I think I saw that.
Nigger bitches sitting here telling Twitter that men ruin everything with their toxic masculinity. That's why she reacted that way, because she was embarrassed that he was steal her shine.
How did she react? I didn't see it. I saw it, but I didn't click on it.
She was just like kind of like frozen about it. Mm-hmm. It was unexpected, but the girl went on her social media and was like, yeah, I didn't, I looked at the video. I do look kind of crazy at how I responded, but I was just shocked. Like, I didn't expect him to do that, blah, blah, blah. But I've been with this man for X amount of time. Like, I love him. This is who I want to be with. Like, it's not an issue. But people like, well, yeah, she's saying that, but like, how are you? I'm telling you what it is, and you still want to tell me, well, no, she's saying that, but it might mean that, like, trying to look for deeper meaning and shit when I'm telling you what it is. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck,
shut up and hook the sucker up. Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you what it is. Now it's time to move on. Before she says something, y'all can speculate all y'all want, which y'all weird for that too. But
yeah, pretty much.
Once she confirms that, nah, we good. Like, I love this man. This is who I want to be with. And y'all still like, well, she said that, but she don't mean that. Like, shut your lonely ass up before I fucking poke you with a cattle prod.
I got called a sexist today because I said
today.
On Twitter, because I said that WNBA
is trash.
Is awful.
It is.
And shorty, it was like some random. She was white and had an American flag in her Avi.
She's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, so she was like, oh, here come the men with their toxic. The WNBA just started and you're already bashing. I'm like, oh, no, WNBA been going on for like 20 years. It's never been good. I'm like, I went to a WNBA game years ago when I worked at Harley Davidson. The owner had a club box and what the New York WNBA team is?
Liberty.
The Liberty. She had a club box for the games up there, so we all went to New York and I'm telling you, if there wasn't a buffet in the club box, I would have been pissed. I was there because I don't remember the game. Like, it was a couple of layups,
some picks,
couple foul shots,
some good picks,
and then they were shaking hands. I'm like, oh, this shit over. I'm like, damn. Final score was like 40-12. I'm like, oh, it's just not a good product. I'm like, that's not me being a sexist or a hater.
It just sucks. Like,
it's just not good. I'm like, I'd rather watch women's softball. That's entertaining
as fuck.
I was watching crazy. As funny as it is, I was watching Oklahoma and Mizzou today playing fucking women's. So I was like, I'd rather watch this than the WNBA.
There's certain things that I rather, like, sports wise with women, like any type of volleyball, beach volleyball, or competitive indoor volleyball. That shit is lit. It's a better product than the men's version of it. Softball. I watch softball before I watch baseball.
I watched the women's LPGA. I watched that shit. But women's basketball just is not a good product.
Nah, bruh.
It's just not.
It's like, I'm not watching women's football neither.
Yeah, that stupid shit went in fucking
the lingerie football.
Yeah, I'm not watching this goofy shit. It's like, and that's y'all pandering and fucking soliciting straight to animalistic men. It's like,
you might as well just say, get your lotion ready, fellas. It's the lingerie. You know what time it is. It's the lingerie football league. Right.
But yeah, I saw people, man, just when getting back to the royal wedding, I saw people just acting out. I saw black women like applauding her for getting her Nubian white king. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, the whole Donald Glover shit wasn't a week ago.
That's usually how it is, though. I mean, it's like Martin said on National Security. He said, I'm aggressively and vehemently against any interracial dating with a man is white. Yeah, because he was trying to get with the white girl, and the boy was like, "Yo, what's going on? I thought you was against interracial dating." And
but that's really how people act, though. It's like y'all will bash, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what if the royal family was an African family, and the prince was marrying a white woman? Y'all would have his head. Y'all would have his head.
Typical weak ass brother. You got all this power and all this money, and you want to give your kingdom to a white woman who ain't even gonna know how to comb your black children's hair.
And then on the flip side, you got Meghan Markle, who is half black, and y'all are like, yeah, glow up. And they was posting the pictures of her in front of the royal palace back in the day, because you know she's like an actor and whatever. She was like regular. She was like married to a nigga that played football or whatever.
That cheated on her, all the shit.
Yeah.
Regular scumbag shit. Shout out to him wherever you are.
Yeah, like, you know, and now she's a fucking duchess. You know, it's like, am I into like weddings and to where I'm like, oh my god, her dress and what they had on, and I really don't care. But watching the think pieces and all of that shit was like mad entertaining because y'all was fucking bugging off of that shit. But congratulations to them, man.
Congrats to the new royal family.
You know, the boy looked like Carson Wentz, like crazy.
Straight up and down.
I like it's not even funny how much he looks like Carson Wentz. But yeah, you know, I think it's dope because I like Princess Diana, and my mom was really into her. And I remember I read one like a small little thing on her, and I watched a documentary on her. And it's like she was like so regular. That's what people loved about her. Like she wasn't like anyone in the royal family. She was like just like down to earth, cool as shit. And that's ultimately what made her an icon to like people. And you can see that in her sons. Like he didn't marry nobody on some like her status or her power or this and the third. Like she had a low-level actor, you know what I'm saying? He just met her and fucked with her and was like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes being you is enough.
Real shit. Like, I ain't going like fuck all this tradition and all that. And they were saying how many traditions they scrapped and all of that. Like, fuck that. Like, this is what I want to be with, so I ain't got no problem with it. I'm never was against interracial anything. I know I sit up here and talk a lot of shit when it comes to, like, I talk, and that's the crazy part, yo. Not to go subject, but the other day I'm thinking to myself, we become famous and they find our Twitters and like our old tweets.
It's over.
We're done. Like, we're
over.
Done.
I need to. And if there's any Twitter scrubbers out there that can scrub my Twitter, let's get on this now. Let's be proactive.
Because people aren't going to understand the jokes. Just the way we talk and the way we play. Like, they going to see my tweet.
If you search my name with, and I don't use this word anymore, but if you search my name with a word that rhymes with tag it, that starts with F, from 2009 to 2014, oh my God.
Like,
and it wasn't used in as as a gay slur. It was just used towards Matt and Ayo.
It's just, like if I become famous and they find my Twitter and go back and find a tweet where I say all you niggas is poor with the ER, like it's no way. They'll be like I'm a race hater. I hate my own race.
This account had to belong to David Duke before.
Like it's not gonna be funny. I was thinking about that shit the other day. Like, man, they not gonna get none of these tweets if
shit gets hot.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be bad. But yeah, man, congratulations to the new Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. We not hating on no interracial relationships.
No, we definitely not. We're in South Jersey right now, which, as you all may know, is the interracial dating capital of the world. If you ever want to see a good-looking white woman with a good-looking black man, or vice versa, or verse versa, go to Cherry Hill Mall on Saturday afternoon.
It's a boy at my job that hates the thought of like being with a white woman, black boy. He like, I would never. You got to be fucking kidding me. You out here with these white women, y'all niggas, y'all sad around this motherfucker. He just angry as shit, and he was like, the black woman, the most beautiful thing on the planet Earth. And I'm like, yo, dog, I was downtown the other day. I saw the baddest bitch in Philadelphia. She's white. I'm telling you. I seen her the other day, dog. I was on Walnut Street. Bitch was gorgeous. White joint.
Like, hold on, are you okay? Like you want to stop and just be like, hey, I ain't trying to harass you now. I just want to make sure you okay. None of these ruffians are bothering you, all right? Because I can call the police.
Like, you tripping, dog. I'm like, Kim Kardashian, like, them were like, they look good. Good. Like, yeah,
Kim Kardashian destroyed the Met Gala.
Destroyed it. Annihilated it. Not even.
It's unfair.
You see her when she went to her high school reunion? Like, she just like, she's front running again for Nubian White Queen.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Ashley Graham might get up there, but
my dad like her a lot.
Ashley Graham's the shit. She's the truth.
But yeah, Kim Kardashian, man. Somebody, the best John about Kim Kardashian Met Gala shit. Somebody was like, "Yo, a fat nigga hitting that." Like that's all.
That's lit. Like, a fat nigga in corny clothes. It's hope for us, baby. I'm telling you, like that's fly as shit. Can we be serious just for a quick second, man? It was another school shooting the other day, and it's just getting ridiculous. Like at this point, you know, I don't have kids, but I know a bunch of people with kids. I got nieces, nephews, cousins, all that type shit. That's got to be a sick ass feeling for your kid to leave out and then not come home on some bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like to leave out and just not come back home because they went to school. That's just awful. And I'm a gun owner, and this is probably the first time I've ever said this, and I've like, we really got to do something about the guns.
Yes,
I saw you speaking almost like. You were speaking so as passionately about it the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, there really isn't a reason.
There's no reason
for me to have an AK-47.
Yeah, it's no reason that Joe Blow from fucking St. Louis should be able to walk into Walmart and buy either a fully automatic or a semi-automatic, which will shoot 3 bullets per trigger squeeze. You shouldn't be able to buy shit like that because what the fuck are you doing with it? Like, you shouldn't be able to go and get the same shit that the military is using to fight wars.
And it's like the whole oh, it's your Second Amendment, your right to bear arms. It's like, yeah, but
we fucked a lot of shit up. Slavery was part of the fabric of this country. Like, we kind of was like, we fucked up. Let's ratify this amendment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, people want to stand on the Constitution when it benefits their beliefs and not realize like, yo, the reason why there's amendments to the Constitution is because we fucked up. Yeah. We thought that shit was supposed to be a certain way because culturally that's how it was back then.
That's what went down.
But as time evolves and you realize the error of your ways, you like, yo, like some of these motherfuckers don't deserve the right to bear arms.
Tell you how crazy the school shooter shit is. So the kid, I forgot his name, Demetrius something. He's like, I don't know his nationality. He shoots the school up. He shoots 9 students and 1 teacher, right? Kills. He actually shoots more, but he kills 9 students, kills 1 teacher, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Demetrius Pagortzis.
I didn't even try the last name. Demetrius P. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the Trump supporter that came down there with the gun? Did you see that?
Nah.
This is just how fucking retarded the country is. I sent in a group chat. You probably just didn't click on it. Trump supporter boy shows up at the school with a Make America Great hat again, with a big ass flag, carrying his gun, walking around like talking about why we don't need to get rid of the guns and this and the people snapping on him like, dog, now ain't the time. Like kids just got murdered, fam. Like, now ain't the time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's literally getting. I was driving the bus the other day on a Saturday. It was like 200 white dudes with fucking little fatigue shorts and book bags and skinheads marching up fucking Walnut Street, and people's all blowing the horns and giving them the fingers on. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is getting like the 70s out this motherfucker. And watching these situations happen to where they're becoming more like, they have a list of all the school shootings from this year. You go to it on your phone, you're doing this. Yeah. Like, that's how long the list is when you go to the actual website. Like, there's literally a school shooting like every 3 days. Yeah. And a lot of them don't even make the news. That's scary. Like, the fact that y'all, like, and I'm not talking about for the school year, I'm talking about 2018. Right. Like, it's May. It's the 5th month of this school year. These motherfuckers, it's already like 60-something shootings this year.
That's fucking nuts, man.
That's insane, dog.
Because the whole thing is, it's like, all right, if you can't send your kids to school that you pay taxes for, or you pay tuition for them to go there, where the fuck are you supposed to send
like me and my lady sit and talk about it. Like, I'm scared to death to have a kid. They can't do shit. Can't go to the movies. They shooting up the movies. Can't go to the fucking park. They taking kids from the park. Can't go to school. They fucking the kids and shooting them.
Can't go to no religious institution.
It's just mayhem, dog. And it's sickening, and it's not gonna really strike motherfuckers till it hit where they at. Yeah, that's when motherfuckers really wake up and be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck? How can we let this happen?"
This is a real problem. Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's been a problem. It's been an issue for like the last couple decades, for real. And you know, I think I'm fully changing my stance on like having a weapon like to guard your house.
Yeah, handgun, whatever the case may be, or even like a single barrel shotgun, something like whatever. All them AKs and SKs and all that shit with a shoulder stock and all that.
It's just destruction.
It's destruction.
That's it. That's the only thing that comes from that. Like 50 bullets fired off in 12 seconds is nothing that can happen that's good from that. Nothing. I don't give a fuck how much you go into the range. Like, that weapon fall into the wrong hands is over.
It's mayhem.
And it's just getting to the point where it's just like, I literally the other night when the school shooting happened, it was like 7:00 at night and I didn't know anything about it. And I'm like, damn, we really reached that point where like school shootings is just that normal to where people ain't even shocked by the shit no more. It's borderline sad, man.
It's very sad.
So absolutely, I honestly don't know how it changes either. That's the fucking scary part. Because did you see Trump's tweet about the school shooting? No. He tweeted, these are the exact words. He tweeted, "School shooting today in Texas. Early reports not good. God bless everyone." I'm like, yo,
I got golf to play.
Yo, y'all be safe.
The caddy is pulling up now. I have to put my phone
yo,
down.
Trump really funny as shit. He really tweeted that.
He just doesn't give a fuck about nothing or nobody.
He said, "Mass shooting at a school today in Texas. Early reports not good. God bless everyone." I'm like, damn, Trump. Like,
no picks.
We living in a scary time, man. And the crazy part is like, we can go into this next issue that's been going on. So have you seen like white people losing their minds?
Oh, absolutely.
First it was Barbecue Becky, the white lady that called the cops on the brothers for having a barbecue. And just watching shit like that happen. And then watching the white dude, Slongsburg, like snapping on the Mexican workers in Manhattan. He a lawyer. And I was trying to explain this to people I work with the other day. I'm like, these issues that we're having out of people, these racial blow-ups and all of this crazy shit, they're not like hick trash people that live out in the sticks.
Oh yeah, no, they're like affluent people.
They're professionals. Yeah, like the chick who's
a doctor.
She has a PhD from Stanford. Yeah. I'm like, that's not no like trailer trash. Yeah. That's like a smart ass professional woman.
And in that role, you come across other smart, affluent people of other races, because Stanford is a very culturally diverse school, especially when you talk about doctorate and master's programs and shit like that. The best of the best go here from all around the country,
all around the world. Yeah, like,
so it's like you're gonna have Indian people and Asian people and black people and African people. You're gonna have those people be in your daily groups of who you interact with. and then you go and pull that stunt.
And I love people for just how they react to things. They threw, did you see the big ass barbecue? Like they had a big ass cookout at where the whole shit went down. And then the dude, Schlonsberg, that snapped on the Mexican workers for speaking Spanish. This motherfucker's a lawyer in Manhattan. His website says they have representation in Spanish. Like you can straight call and speak Spanish and they'll have counsel and shit for you that speak Spanish.
We'll take your money, but fuck you.
And then they straight had a mariachi band and had a fucking like whole festival out front of his fucking loft and shit. And I'm like watching him like he's running down the street now from cameras doing all this crazy shit. And then the bull, I think his at name on Twitter is something Willie. He posted a video from like 2 years ago where he did the same shit to him. Bull was like, I didn't know who. Did you see that? Bull. He's like, I'm watching the news today and I see the shit on Good Morning America. See the boy, I'm like, yo, I think that's the dude I got into it with a couple years ago. So sure enough, he had posted the shit on YouTube 2 years ago. Yeah. He run it. He didn't, of course he don't know who, but it was just a random run on the street. He explained the situation, was like, I'm walking down Fifth Avenue, me and my lady friend, and this guy, you know, you've been on Fifth Avenue. It's huge. The sidewalks are gigantic. Yeah. He's like, it's so much room, but this dude is like making a beeline towards me, and he like shoves me with his briefcase, essentially like shoving himself backwards. Yeah. He's like, and I thought, okay, maybe I know this dude. I met him in traffic, whatever. And I just don't remember who he is, or maybe she knows him. But then when I realized neither of us know him, he's like, that's when I turned on my camera. Let me show y'all what happened. So it cuts on. It's the boy Schlongs where he like, what country you from? Huh? I'm calling the cops because you don't walk into people on the sidewalk. I'm a citizen. You're not. You're an ugly fucking foreigner. You don't walk into people. He's just going the fuck off. And he's like, do you know this dude? To the chick? She like, no. So they walk off and he's following them trying to get a picture. Mind you, this shit from 2 years ago. So and then it cuts back to him talking. He like, let's go play by play. It's the boy Slongsburg. He was stopping it after everything he said. He's like, how did he start it? What country you from? He's like, I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born in Massachusetts. And then he cuts back to him. He's like, you don't walk. He's like, I'm calling the cops. You don't walk into people. He's like, cool, call him. Because essentially you just assaulted me. And he was like, I'm a citizen. You're not. Then he holds up his passport. And he cuts back to him. He's like, you're an ugly fucking foreigner. He's like, first part's debatable. Second part isn't. I was born in Massachusetts. This is a white dude born in Massachusetts, but he looked like he could be like Greek. Okay. So that's why he like, and I'm like, how the fuck are you in the streets loose, walking up to people, and the first thing out your mouth, what country you from? Huh? Like, I'm about to call the cops like that. Like, Trump really has spawned them mentally to think that it's like, yeah, we're getting all of y'all out of here. Like, he told the Mexican chicks, like, you want to be in my country, you got to speak fucking English. And it's like, no, it's not how it works. Because when you go on vacation to Spain, or you go on vacation to Tokyo, or you go on vacation to anywhere,
you don't speak none of those languages.
It's like you sound. That's how ignorant a lot of these motherfuckers are. So watching them this week, man, it's just like
these people are nuts.
It's like, you know, elastic can only take so much before
people
it
out
pop.
here really wreck chasing, and you know, then they gonna run into somebody that's bigger, badder, and with the shits, and then they want to call the police.
It ain't even that. I'm more so talking on the fact of where it's like.
I mean, I'm just talking about the fact that people aggressively pursuing action with people that are just like, what's going, like, that are generally confused, like, yo, what's going, like, why do you wake up in the morning with like, I'm the fucking I'm ICE. I'm out. Motherfuckers out here.
I'm out here.
Like, that's crazy.
I'm gonna clean these streets up. This is the last fucking thing I do.
Gang. Like, I'm cleaning these streets up. That's nuts to me.
And it's like, you know, as much as I sit around and talk about the problems within the black community, I understand the issues worldwide and, you know, American-wide, countrywide that we face. It's just like, God damn, like, can a nigga get a break?
Right. Please.
Like, you can't go to the restaurant. You can't go to motherfucking, you know, go to the car wash. It's every time I look up, it's like black people being hassled about
you can't sell CDs in front of the convenience store.
Did you see it made me think about y'all, the boy that was doing the contracting work on the house down in Georgia. Did you see that? His company, he has like a contracting company. Like they basically what's it called that y'all be doing? Rehab. They rehab homes. So his company acquired a property they were going to they rehab homes, but what they were doing with this particular home were they bought it and was going to sell it as is to another developer. Okay. So he had to go to the property to take pictures. Black guy. So when he shows up to the property, you know, properties that be needing rehabs, they got like the boards and shit.
And all
So he starts pulling down the boards. Mind you, he pulls up, his car has his company on it, and he puts signs in the lawn to let people know what was happening and shit. So he starts pulling the board down. White lady lives next door. You got no right to be going in that property. Get off this property. I'm calling the cops. He like, okay.
Call him.
So she's screaming and hollering at him. Now he starts recording like all niggas do when they going through this shit. He starts recording. She's going off, whatever. He's like, I'm waiting for the cops, lady. Like, the fuck? So the cops pull up. He explained the whole situation. Like, look, I'm doing this and the third. I'm taking pictures of the house. This is the paperwork. I can show you we own the rights to this house. So the cops like, oh, okay, bet. Cops start snapping on her. Bitch, don't call. You call us again, you going to jail. And she like, well, he needs to hurry the fuck up. He's like, he don't got to do shit. He can take his time. And I'm like, that's really how they act. The fact that you can tell the cop, well, he needs to hurry the fuck up and get off the road.
Well, now y'all said I'm wrong, but he gonna hurry the fuck up.
It's like the sense of entitlement is berserk to me, and we don't have that. Like black people just don't have it when it comes to anything. Like he couldn't, when the cop pull up, be like, yeah man, the fuck took y'all so long? Like this bitch did it. He gotta
be gracious in every step of the way.
It's crazy, or he'll get his head cracked.
Yes
over.
Sir. No sir. No, this is my paperwork. Let me.
But she can start talking. You had to see her going off on the cop.
I'm gonna check it out.
I send you the link to it, and I'm just like, it's really just like every day where it's like you black.
Did you see this shit with we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but the shit with Bob Marley's granddaughter.
And I didn't know that was Bob Marley's granddaughter.
So we didn't at the time. We didn't know that, but we know that now. The owner of the house said, all of this could have been avoided if she just spoke to my neighbor.
Yeah.
I don't gotta talk to your motherfucking ass.
Dog. I seen that the other day. All of this could have been avoided.
They tell you when the police show up, they tell you have the right to remain silent. You have, anything you say can and will be used against you. Then a motherfucker tell you that if you would have just spoke up and said something, it would have been all right. No, it's the same thing with the Mexican kids, whatever they was. The
college tour in Colorado State.
Like, yo, I'm not suspicious because I'm not talking to you. How about you leave me alone?
But you're suspicious because you're not talking to me.
Yeah.
That's how they act. The other day on the bus, I'm talking about, tell you how funny this shit was. Bus is packed, right? It's 80 people on the bus. It's packed. I'm coming up around Eastern State Penitentiary, you know, at Fairmount area. Yeah. Drunk boy gets on the bus. Black boy gets on at where Whole Foods is, right? I know he a little on. I can smell the beer on him and shit when he get on. Whatever, I don't care. He going to North Philly. It's my last trip. I don't give a fuck. He swiped the joint. Boop, boop. Go sit down. I don't care. He on. We coming up through Aspen Street. I got the fan on the joint. And I normally always have it on. Even if it's not hot, I put it on because I don't have to hear people. It's so loud. I hear a little commotion or whatever. I look up in the mirror and he's like in the aisle just, you know, fucking with people. He a nigga. He just, you know, and the white
lost my motherfucking job today.
And the white lady I'm talking about, she stood up, was like, driver, you need to come get this man to do something. I have children. I don't feel safe. And I'm like, oh shit, there you done did it now.
You hit the white woman alarm.
God damn. I'm telling myself, I'm like, cops is probably jumping out of helicopters right now, sliding down ropes
like Commando.
So I'm thinking about myself.
White woman upset.
White woman scream, I'm not safe. All bets is off. Everybody catching bullet holes. I'm thinking of myself. So I turned around and I'm like, this is exactly what happened. I turned around and I'm like, yo, my man, off. He's like, all right. Came up and got off. I looked at her. I'm like, how unsafe were you? I literally turned around. I was like, yo, my man, off. He was like, all right. Came walking up and got the fuck up.
I know when my party came to an end, nigga.
And she came up, oh, thank you so much. That guy was so belligerent and he was harassing me and harassing other people. And I'm like,
ma'am, sit the fuck down.
Just like, parking at her like,
park it, Jane.
You on a bus with 80 people. How far did you think he was going to get with whatever you thought was going to happen?
Just jump him. Like, but leave me alone and me and my fan alone.
I'm talking about it, like it was. I literally turned around, and was like, "Yo, my man, off." He was like, "All right." Came up and walked right past me and walked off the bus. I'm like, why the fuck did she scream? She didn't feel safe. But that's really how they react to things. Like it's like a 0 or 100.
Yep.
Like I'm either.
There's no middle ground.
It's
no gray area.
There's no. Let's try to figure this out. You know, he's inebriated, and I don't feel safe. What we gonna do?
It's like hitting the easy button. I don't feel safe.
My man Pip was like that. I don't feel safe as white people's big joker. It's like when that bitch come on the table, you're done. It's like a draw 4 card. Like at any time, I could throw this bitch out and change the color. I was cracking up off of that shit the other day. Yeah, she screamed, "I don't feel safe." I'm like, yo, what in the world, man? But that's really how they act.
All right, so that was hilarious, man. So I mean, anything else around that topic, or anybody else that we need to put proverbial boot to ass on?
Just leave black people alone,
please.
Like they barbecuing, let them like
they was in the safe zone too. Like they did everything right.
Like just leave people alone. Like I don't understand that. And I was saying it the other day. Like I was driving to myself, and I pulled up to Broad and Arch. Have you been to Broad and Arch yet, where they did like the new Aloft and all that shit?
Yeah.
All right, so
and then they have all the crackheads and meth heads.
Yeah,
and
on the couch.
Yeah.
I mean, on the church steps. If you come up Arch Street and you make the right on Broad Street, if the right lane is a turn right lane to go on to Broad Street.
Correct.
But it's still a bus stop there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I come up and I like cut off the lane so can't nobody pull up on the side of me. Because motherfuckers get ran over like that, getting off on and off the bus, whatever. So I pull up the other day and I like close the lane off. So the back of my bus, a car could come around the back, but you couldn't come past me because like I had the bus like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the car was still coming down. The white guy was coming across the street to get on the bus, and the door's open. As he's coming to get on the bus, he sees the car coming down the lane. He stopped and like he did like this, and was just looking at the car like, yeah, you better stop. And I'm like, get on the bus, man. I'm like, what are you doing? He was like, because he was going to fly up there. I'm like, he couldn't get past the bus. He's like, yeah, I made sure he didn't. And I'm like, all white people have a little bit of police officer in them. I was like, that's some shit I wouldn't even have thought to done. But he did it like with no shame.
With ease.
Like, he put his hands on his hip.
Slow down, grand pricks.
And I'm like, man, you lucky you don't get ran the fuck over out here doing
not
that.
On my watch.
I was saying, I was like, all white folks over like the age of like 40, all got a little bit of police officer in them. Like, what's going on here? Like, random white dude ask you some shit like that.
Like, yo, back up, yo.
Yeah, like it's just retarded with them. But you just leave people alone. Let people do what they doing. They not hurting you, bothering you.
Leave people alone 2018.
Stop looking for reasons for to feel slighted or feel annoyed. And it's really like the whole Tiki Torch March. It's like, y'all feel oppressed. What? Like, no, shut up. Like, leave people alone.
There was a moment the other day on TMZ where Harvey was like, he was like, it was something about related to like some white guy getting out of something, and he was like, he's like, you know, you would think like there would be repercussions, and there isn't. And everybody in the newsroom is like, oh my god, it's good to be a white guy. Yeah. Like, where the fuck you been, Harvey?
Yeah,
like,
really.
It's great to be a white guy. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Anything.
You can shoot a fucking a 17-year-old kid. For no reason.
None. Did you see the kid knocked on the door to get directions and dude shot at him with a shotgun? In Detroit. The young boy missed the school bus and he was trying to get directions to get to school. He knocked on the door. Dude came to the door with a shotgun, shot at him. Pow! Fuck is you doing on my doorstep, little nigga? Like,
love thy neighbor.
Crazy, man. But
pray for everybody.
Pray for everybody. Everybody needs prayer.
Goodness gracious.
Before we get out here, let's do this. They're getting ready. The season is over, so you got the NBA awards on June 25th.
Okay.
I hate the NBA awards. I hate it with a passion.
It sucks so bad.
It's just it's like, why are y'all making a night or a ceremony out of this stupid shit?
Gotta sell these ads, baby.
Yeah, it's just so fucking
gotta
annoying.
recoup this money that ESPN grandchildren's are going to pay for this TV deal.
But they've dropped the finalists for everything. Finalists for MVP is LeBron, James Harden, Anthony Davis.
As much as I hate James Harden right now, and I
honestly can't stand him. and I think, me personally, I think it's a travesty that LeBron hasn't won an MVP since coming back to Cleveland. I think that's just bonkers.
Yeah.
The way he changed the entire organization. Think about this. He was in Miami. Cleveland didn't make the playoffs. He's come back to Cleveland. They've gone to the finals every year since he's been there.
Yeah.
I just don't even understand the
that's
logic.
upward mobility at its finest.
I don't even understand the logic behind it. Watching him this year with what he had this year, think about this. The Rockets are in the same exact spot they were in last year without Chris Paul. They added a Hall of Fame point guard, and they're in the same exact spot they're in. LeBron James lost arguably the best scoring point guard outside of Russell Westbrook. They won one less game. They won 51 last year. They won 50 this year. I don't even understand how LeBron isn't the MVP. It just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I mean, as the playoffs go on, and I know it's a regular season award, but as the playoffs go on, it just becomes more and more evident why LeBron is the MVP. But because it's a regular season award, you got to give it to James Harden because he was fucking 5-star in every category except defense, obviously. But it's really not a defensive award.
I hate him. I hate the dumbass drawing contact
Somebody
fouls.
said,
It's just annoying
I was watching some
him.
NBA show on ESPN, and they were like, it should be a most valuable player award, then like an offensive player of the year award, and a defensive player of the year award. Same way they do like in the NFL, where it's like you got an NFL MVP, and that could be anybody, but then you got an offensive player of the year for each conference, and then a defensive player of the year for each conference, because a lot of motherfuckers is having good years and people need to be recognized for what they doing, but overall, majority of the time, a quarterback's going to win the award.
Yeah, real
so
shit.
in the eye of the MVP, the majority of the time, a LeBron or a Kobe or a KD or a Shaq would win that award. But on a year where Shaq is dominating every category, but Kobe's averaging 33, he would get the offensive player of the year award.
I see what you're saying.
Because they kind of lean too much on scoring when they talk about who's the MVP of the league. That's like always like the big talk. But then it's like they selected with that because when Kobe averaged 35.4 and was a 6 seed, they didn't give him no fucking consideration. They gave him to Steve Nash.
But then Westbrook won the MVP last year from a 6 seed. It's kind of crazy. But
they move the goalposts whenever they want.
Harden's probably going to win it. I think LeBron deserves it. The real argument is the rookie of the year. You got Donovan Mitchell, you got Jason Tatum, and you got Ben Simmons.
Well, the best rookie is Jason Tatum, obviously.
I said it since the day they got drafted. I said Jason Tatum will be the best player out of it.
Yeah, Jason Tatum's the best rookie, and it's sad because the Sixers could have had him instead of Markelle Fultz. But don't get me wrong, Fultz is a good little player, but he ain't Jason Tatum. He is not.
Yeah,
a legend. He does not make.
Who you think wins rookie of the year? Ben Simmons. I know I'm gonna piss people off. I think Donovan Mitchell deserves it, yo. Like, again, I'm looking at just the whole, like, everything from I'm not being a fan, I'm not being a hater. I'm looking at it from the outside. The Jazz lost Gordon Hayward and Rudy Gobert got hurt.
They still won, what is that?
45, 46 games and made it to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell averaged 25 points a game this year as a rookie. He was fucking it up. Ben Simmons played on the Sixers team with arguably the best center in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking starting all-star fucking center. If Ben Simmons, if Joel Embiid is hurt for the whole season or is out, who knows? Now, I will say this, Ben Simmons did have a stretch where he looked fucking amazing.
He looked amazing at the end when they had that 16-1 run or whatever.
Yeah, they was playing
Embiid.
They were playing
without
D-League
Embiid
teams.
They was playing bozos, but he looked fucking good nonetheless.
Yeah.
He had a great rookie season, set a couple records, did some shit no one had done since Magic.
And he had a good first-round series,
or Oscar
too.
Robertson. But they exposed him so bad in that second series that it was like, Jesus Christ. Like, Brad Stevens put him in a box, and it was like, damn. I don't give a fuck about the playoffs when it comes to the regular season. I just think that people expected, like, the process to be good. Nobody expected the Jazz to, like, make any noise. Once Gordon Hayward left and Rudy Gobert got hurt,
like,
it was
it's over.
Yeah, it was like their season's pretty much in the toilet. For them to, like, make it to the second round and not a lottery team is like, gotta respect Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Ben Simmons is gonna win it. I think Donovan deserves it though. What was the other one? Defensive Player of the Year is Joel Embiid, Rudy, and Ant Davis. I think Rudy Gobert deserves it.
Most improved.
Most improved was
Oladipo.
It's definitely Oladipo. It's not even close.
Yeah, he went from fucking a fringe player, damn near about to be out the league, to All-Star.
Coach of the Year is D'Antoni, Brad Stevens, and who's the other coach on there? It's not Dwayne Casey.
Is it the Jazz coach?
It might be the Jazz coach.
Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder. It is, yeah.
Quinn Snyder. I'll say this: Brad Stevens should win it. D'Antoni probably will win it.
Ain't that crazy how that shit is? Like, all these youngs where it's like it should go to this person, but it's probably going to go to this person. I hate these awards, man. Brad Stevens is
they were saying that there was like some they were saying there's like some collusion amongst like NBA coaches, like they not trying to like give Brad Stevens his props.
Well, what it was, and this is again what I talk about, how you niggas are stupid. It's like, there was another organization that gave out a Coach of the Year award, and they had all the NBA coaches vote on it, and no one voted for Brad Stevens. More people voted for Doc Rivers. It was the NBA coaches who did this.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers went crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Brad Stevens ain't get one vote for Coach of the Year. And I'm like, well, you know they didn't do that yet.
Right.
Man, that's crazy. Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and then got fired. This ain't Coach of the Year from the NBA. Like, why are y'all doing this? And it just amazes me at how fast motherfuckers react to anything they see on the timeline.
Right.
It's like they haven't given the Coach of the Year is not coming out till June 25th. Stop. Stop.
The nominees were Dwayne Casey, Brad Stevens, and Quinn Snyder. So no D'Antoni.
You're right. D'Antoni wasn't in there. I knew Quinn Snyder was in there with Brad Stevens.
Okay.
Yeah, D'Antoni didn't get nominated for Coach.
All right. So hopefully it's Brad Stevens then.
Should be Brad Stevens.
Let's get this shit right. He's the best coach in basketball.
He's by far the best coach in basketball. And other than that, I got nothing. Chad is sick as a fucking dog. You look horrible.
Yeah. You see me like melting.
Your face is red as shit.
Yeah. It's bad.
Like somebody socked you. I think Chad got snuffed on the low, not saying nothing. Anything else you want to throw out there?
Nah, I'm done. I'm burnt.
Chad's finished. Roots Picnic in 2 weeks. We got another show before that. We'll figure it the fuck out.
I'm done.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Have a nice time.
Peace out.